Cruz hadn't been called back to headquarters.
Why? What good would it do if he was here?
Because I'd have someone to talk to, for one thing.
Oh, well, thanks a lot. Oh, what are we, huh? I realize members of your own family don't mean much to you, of course, but I assume that, well, since we have...
Look, we are a group of people who are very worried, all right? And Cruz would have an unbiased opinion. And that's all the arguing I'm going to do with you, young man.
All right, I'm sorry. Look, you're right, I am worried about it. But, I mean, Dad just went after Lionel with a whip.
He always had such a hot temper. It's the one thing that made it very difficult to live with him. He would be sweet and considerate, and at the slightest provocation, he'd fly off into a rage. It used to terrify me.
I wouldn't call this the slightest provocation. I think he has every reason in the world to be angry.
Eden, I'm not going to argue with you either.
Uh-oh. What's going on in here?
This is all we need. Nothing, Mason. Why don't you go away now?
Oh, I want to stay. If there's a crisis going on, I want a ringside seat for it.
Hey, so what are you even doing here, huh? My dad keeps throwing you out and you just seem coming back.
Yeah, I know. Possibly. I'm hoping that we'll just wear him out, maybe. No, actually, this time I came for a commodious tin cup and a pair of dark glasses. If I'm going to be reduced to begging, might as well be properly outfitted for it. They say that clothes make the mendicant.
Mason, please, this is a very difficult time for us. We're all on edge.
Well, then, let me lend a shaky hand. Ooh, from the looks of all of you, I'd say you're more than on just the edge. This looks like the starting line for the lemming race. You know, in order to make this more interesting, I think maybe we should consider taking bets on the outcome. I mean, after all, this is the main event. Capwell-Lockridge match, the fight of the century.
It's not funny, Mason.
And granted, Dad has a few years on Lionel, but Lionel's out of shape. Dad works out every day, so I think they're pretty evenly matched, don't you?
Mason, would you please just stop it?
You can't make him stop when he likes it, Eden. Haven't you learned that by now?
Now, tactically, Lionel tends to be more wily and tricky, where Dad's closer to a charging bull kind of fighter. Lionel's more like a pack of wolves. Small pack, naturally. Six-pack, even.
Mason, please don't joke. This isn't funny.
Oh, you've been out of touch, Mom. Don't keep your sense of humor around here. You don't survive. Nope, I think Dad's going to win this match hands down. In fact, I'm willing to give 2-to-1 odds to anyone who wants to bet on the opposition. That's easy money. What about you, Eden?
I don't even want to talk about it, Mason.
No? Theodore? You're a betting man, aren't you?
Against my own father.
All right, Sophia. I know you're only on the fringes of loyalty. You can afford to place a small wager.
Mason, this is a terrible situation. Don't take it lightly. They could hurt each other badly.
Yeah, as much as they've hurt other people, do you think? I think Dad's already done his best work in that department already.
Who are you calling?
Oh, someone who may be a little more partisan than any of you. Isn't afraid to back the man she believes in. Hello, Augusta.
What is it?
Yeah, this is Mason. I'm wondering if you'd like to lay down a little bet on the outcome of this clash of the Titans that's going on. Odds are 2-to-1 against Lionel. I'm booking all bets personally.
Are you crazy?
No, I'm quite serious, Augusta. How about it? Would you care to place a small wager? I don't really give a damn who wins. It's going to be the worst man in either case.
I really wish you'd both quit looking at me like that.
What do you expect?
All right, Eden. I know how you feel, and I am so sorry about that. But, Ted, you wanted me back here, didn't you?
I did.
But you don't anymore. You wanted me back here before. I have hurt you so much. I'd do anything if I could change that.
Mom, I don't think you should be here when Dad gets back, all right? I mean, you're about the last person in this whole world he wants to see right now.
I want you both to understand something. I'm going to say it very clearly, and I want you to believe me this time. I did not plot with Lionel to fake my death so I could see him at a later time. You don't believe me. I don't understand. You believed me the first time I told you.
You're very persuasive. I don't think Ted and Kelly knew what a great actress you were.
That's very unkind, Eden.
But that's the way it is, isn't it? Your whole life has been nothing but an act.
It's not an act when I tell you how much I love you
Oh,
both.
really? Now, what is that? Does that classify as a joke?
I know that you're trying to hurt me because you've both been hurt so much, and that I can forgive.
I don't want to be forgiven. I don't want anything from you except to be left alone.
Look, maybe it'd be better if you're waiting at the Lockridge house instead of here.
No. No, Ted, I belong here. I belong here with my family. And I'm going to fight until you both believe what I'm telling you. If I have to fight you singly or collectively, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be run out.
Well, don't do it for my sake.
Why can't you just accept that we don't want you?
Because I know that it's coming from your anger and it's not coming from your heart. And anger passes. Somehow I'm going to make you both believe me. Now, maybe I can't do it myself. Maybe I'm going to have to get someone else to help.
Help what? Make us love you again? Why are you going to do that? Who handles that for you, Sophia?
I'm going to make a phone call.
Oh, what are you going to do? Call the Family Crisis Center?
Marcello. It's Sophia. I'm at the Capwell house, and I need your help very badly. Can you come immediately? Thank you.
It's been so long.
I know.
Yeah, but you're waiting for both of them. I'm only waiting for Daddy. You'll understand if I'm skeptical.
I'd understand if you have a little more forgiveness, Eden. What in the world has made you so suspicious and angry with everyone?
Not everyone. Just you. I think I have good reason. Ted, where have you been? I'm worried
Sorry,
about
I went over
you.
to see Lakin. Oh, Marcello and Whitey's waiting outside. You want me to go get him?
Oh, of course I do. I called him. You knew that. I wanted him here.
Well, I thought you might like to talk to him privately, outside.
No, I wanted him to come in and talk to both of you.
Okay. Come in.
Well, thank you for coming.
I still don't think this is a good idea, but what is it that you want me to do?
I want you to tell Eden and Ted what happened to me in Europe and why I've been gone for so long.
You haven't told them?
Yes, I've told them, but they don't seem to think that I'm telling the truth.
You want me to talk about the beginning?
I want you to tell them everything, yes.
Your mother spent nearly 4 years in sanitariums. She came under my care almost immediately when she was admitted to a small clinic outside of Milan. She was emaciated. She would not speak. She was suffering from traumatic amnesia. She underwent a prolonged, extensive psychoanalytic therapy. In the beginning, she had some shock treatment. Her other doctors and I felt it was the best way to break through to her. Later on, she participated in psychodrama to try to work through the emotional problems that had brought her there. Do you understand? It was as if she was trapped in a maze and she was trying to find her way out. I can assure you it was a long and difficult process for her.
What was the cause of her amnesia?
The cause was what happened here in Santa Barbara. The sequence of events that led up to her falling off the Lockridge boat that day. In short, it was exactly what she had told you, and I find it rather obstinate of you not to believe her.
It's the truth. All of it, I swear to you.
Your mother's life for many years was a series of nightmares. Dreams of the past, of fear and guilt and loneliness. If you're trying to punish her, I can assure you that she's already been punished. What she needs now is your forgiveness and your understanding. I should hope that you could find it in your hearts to show her a little kindness and, above all, a great deal of love.
Thank you. I didn't want Marcello to tell you all this because I want your sympathy. Because I want you to know that I'm not lying to you.
I Apologize for interrupting again, but I have kind of an emergency situation on my hands. I need to talk to Ted a minute. That's possible?
What do you want, Mason?
Well, I'll tell you if I can talk to you for a minute, Ted. It's kind of personal.
All right, what do you want? Excuse me. What is it?
Well, listen, I hate to ask you this, but I'm in kind of a jam, and I need some help.
So what else is new?
Yeah, well, I'll admit I'm in that condition a lot lately, but we have our father to thank for that.
Look, never mind whose fault it is. What do you want?
I need some money. My wallet was stolen, and I'm flat broke. I don't even have any change to speak of. See, you can't expect me to go on living my customary lifestyle with that kind of bankroll, can you?
Well, maybe it's about time you change your customary...
Look, Ted, don't tell me how to live my life, okay? Just help me finance it. Now, I know you can spare it. It won't hurt you to help me a little bit.
You broke? Is that what you said?
I've forgotten the acoustics in this house were so good. No, Eden, I am merely temporarily destitute, and I was asking Ted here if he'd mind helping me over a little bit.
Well, how long alone is it supposed to be? When are you going to go back to work, Mason?
As soon as Dad stops blocking all my efforts to find work, Eden.
Oh.
Mason, why don't you just quit, huh? I mean, you got everything working against you. I mean, especially Dad's so determined to just shut you out. Why don't you go back to L.A. and find a job there? Or maybe back east to Boston or New York.
Because I'm determined not to be driven out of Santa Barbara. Who does Dad think he is, that he can drive people out of town? This isn't his private monarchy, and somebody's got to stand up to him and tell him so.
No, you're right, Mason, it isn't. You know your dad can keep you from getting a job if he puts his mind to it.
Yeah, which is exactly what he's done, apparently. But I'm not going to go under. I won't submit to that. I'll come out on top despite him.
Okay, I'll give you some money. I'll write you a check. I don't have much, but it'll probably hold you over until you get yourself situated. But I want it paid back.
Spoken like a true Capwell. Don't worry, Ted. You'll get your money back with interest.
Ted, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do anything.
My loving sister at work.
If you side with Mason, if you help him, it's going to be like you're going against what Daddy wants. Now, do you want to put yourself in that position with Dad?
Well, all hail the conquering hero. Looks like I bet on the right man. Hardly a scratch on him. Obviously, you won the battle. Shudder to think what Lionel must look like.
Why are you all standing around like this?
We were worried about you. We were waiting to see what happened. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Fine. I just want to be left alone.
What happened?
I don't want to discuss it now. Sophia, I would appreciate it if you and Marcello would leave the house and take Mason with you.
I just came to pick up...
I don't care what you came for. Any of you. I want you all out of my sight. I want to be left alone now.